One last thing we're going to try, boys and girls, is adding two three-digit numbers with or without regrouping in the ones place and the tens place, and we're going to see if we can try it without using our place value models, our hundreds blocks and our tens, sticks, and our ones. Just kind of thinking through it and talking through it and see if we can do it and understand how the process is done. So I am going to clear this slate, and we're just going to start out with some numbers. And if you have a piece of paper and a pencil at home, a scrap piece of paper and a pencil, you might want to get it out and work through a couple of these problems with me, because then when we're done with this, then in your packet you will have a paper in there of some problems that you will be doing on your own. So if you have a piece of scrap paper and a pencil handy and you want to work through these with me, please do. It'll be great practice for you, and it'll help you a lot when you have to do the paper by yourself. So the first problem that we're going to start with is where you're going to have 100, let me get my marker, 127 plus 138. Now, first thing we do, remember, we're going to walk through this step by step, is that we have to write this problem vertically. So we're going to come down here and we're going to write 127 plus 138. Okay, now, first thing we do, first of all, I'm going to get rid of the horizontal and just concentrate on the vertical. The first place we go when we want to add two or three digit numbers is we go to the ones place. And in our ones place it says 7 plus 8. And you know that 7 plus 8 is 15. So if you can think in your head that if you had 15 cubes, 15 ones, and you were trying to decide if you needed to regroup or not, you would say to yourself, okay, I know that when I have that, if I have a sum of 10 or more in my ones column, I have to regroup. And if you have 15, yes, that is 10 or more. So if you had those 15 ones cubes and you needed to regroup, that means you're going to take 10 of them out, and that would leave you with, what would be 15 and taking 10 out? That would leave you with, if you were thinking, and if you said 5, you are correct. So I'm going to record my 5 in the ones column. Now, when you took those 10 cubes out, what did you trade them for? Yes, exactly. You traded them for an extra 10 stick, which we have to show right up here in our tens column. Okay, so we have our 5 leftover ones, we have our extra 10 stick, and now we're going to add our tens column. Our tens column says 2 plus 3, and that's 5, plus 1 more makes 6, so we record our 6. Now, we don't need to do anything with our 6, because remember what our rule says, 10 or more regroup. So we don't have to regroup. We just have 6, so we simply record it in the tens column. Then we go to our hundreds column. Our hundreds column says 1 plus 1, and we know that that is 2. So we have 127 plus 138 is equal to 265. And we just were regrouping our ones to make an extra 10. Okay, let's get rid of that problem, and let's try another one. Yes, we want to clear. Okay, this time we are going to add, and write this down with me if you have your scrap paper, 138 plus 159. Okay, first things first, we're writing it vertically. 138 plus 159. Okay, where do we start? If you said ones place, you're correct. 8 plus 9. We know that that's 17. Is it 10 or more? Yes, it is 10 or more. So we have to regroup. If we have 17 and we take 10 away, how many do we have left? If you said 7, you're correct. So we record a 7. And when we took those 10 ones out, we traded them for an extra 10. So we have to put our extra 10 right up at the top of our tens column. I'm going to go ahead and erase this horizontal right here because it's taking up room and I really don't need it. Okay, now we go to our tens column. Our tens column says 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 more makes 9. Is that 10 or more? No, so we don't have to regroup. We simply have to record our 9. Okay, then we go to our hundreds column. 1 plus 1, and that's 2. So 138 plus 159 is 297. Good job. Let's try one where we have to regroup in our tens column. We are going to try 200. Get my marker. 272 plus 275. Okay, so let's write it vertically. 272 plus 275. Let me erase the horizontal. And where do we start? Yes, you are right. We start in our ones place. And our one says 2 plus 5. Okay, I know that 2 plus 5 is 7. And I also know that if I am thinking about regrouping, I know that the sum has to be 10 or more. 7 is not 10 or more. So there's no regrouping involved, no trading. I just put my 7 down. Okay, now I go to my tens column. My tens column says 7 plus 7. And I know that 7 plus 7 is 14. Uh-oh, here we go. Is 14 10 or more? Yes, it is. So that means that I have to trade. So now I'm going to trade 10 10 sticks for an extra 100 block. So when I take away 10 of those 14 10 sticks, how many would I have left? So it's like 14 take away 10. That would be 4. You're absolutely right. So I record my 4. Now, when I made that trade and took those 10 sticks out, I traded them for or replaced them with an extra 100 block. So I have to show that right up here. There's my extra 100. Now, I add my hundreds place. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus my extra 1 makes 5. So 272 plus 275 is 547. Now, one last challenge. Let's try this one. See how many people can do it. I think you can do it. We're going to try and see if we can do a problem where we have to regroup in the ones place and in the tens place. All right, let's try it. 200. Let me get my marker out again. 266 plus 176. Okay, first things first. Can't do it unless I've written it vertically. So 266 plus 176. Now my numbers are all lined up. I can go back up and I can erase and get rid of the horizontal. Okay, now concentrate on my problem written vertically. Ones first, always, always, always. In the ones column, we have 6 plus 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. I have to ask myself, is 12 10 or more? Yes, it is. That means I have to, everybody, I have to regroup. You are exactly right, or trade. So I'm going to take 10 of those 12 ones out, and in place of them, I'm going to put an extra 10 stick. When I take 10 of those 12 away, that leaves me with 2. You're right. So I record my 2. Now, I took the 10 out, and in place of them, I put an extra 10 stick. So I have to record that right up there. Now I'm going to add the numbers in my tens column. It says 6 plus 7, and I know that that's 13 plus my extra makes 14. Now, do I need to regroup with 14? Yes, I do, because it's 10 or more. So I am going to regroup, and this time we're regrouping 10 sticks for a 100 block. I've got 14 10 sticks. I'm taking 10 of them out. I would have, how many left? 14, and I take 10 out. That means I am going to have 4 10 sticks left. And I took those 10 sticks out, and I traded them for an extra 100, which I mark right up here. Now I add my hundreds place. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 more makes 4. So 266 plus 176 is equal to 442. Very good. Now, just like I said earlier in your packet, you will have, or you will find a sheet where you have to answer or find the answer to 3-digit addition problems with and without regrouping. So I hope that this little lesson will help you to answer those questions. Good luck, and I will see you soon. Bye.